Hello viewers, welcome to May-June 2012 WAEC, also known as WAEC, Past Questions and Detailed Solution, General Mathematics Core, Paper 2, Part 1. This part contains questions 1 to 5, and you are expected to answer all questions in this part. Solution to 5 questions in one video. Question 1A. Simplify one whole number 1/4 plus 7/9 all over one whole number 4/9 minus two whole number 2/3 times 9/64. Solution. Both numerator and denominator are fractional. So let's take the numerator, simplify it. You take denominator, simplify it, and divide the results from both parts. So this is the numerator. Let's convert this mixed fraction to improper fraction, and you have 5/4 plus 7/9. This is fraction addition, so you find the LCM of 4 and 9, and that is 36. Next, you divide the LCM by each denominator and your answer times numerator. So 36 divided by 4 is 9. 9 times 5, you have 45. Divide 36 by 9, you have 4. 4 times 7 is 28. When you add, you have 73/36 for the numerator. You take the denominator, which is this, you change the mixed fractions to improper fractions, you have this result. Before subtraction, you need to multiply following the rule of Bodmer's. So you are simplifying these two fractions under multiplication. Now you can divide 8 and 64 by 8. So you have 8 here. You reduce 9 and 3 by 3. You have 3 remaining here. So you have 13/9 minus 3/8. Now you have subtraction. You find the LCM of 9 and 8. That is 72. You divide 72 by 9. You have 8. 8 times 13. You have 104. You divide 72 by 8. You have 9 times 3. You have 27. When you subtract, you have 77/72. Now we combine the numerator and denominator. This is the result for numerator divided by the result for denominator. As you know, in fraction division, division sign changes to multiplication, and you invert the fraction at the right side of the sign. So you have it in this form. When you cancel precisely 36 and 72, here becomes 1, here remains 2. That is what you have here. If you multiply, you have this result. The result is an improper fraction. If you convert to mixed fraction, you have one whole number 69/77. Question 1B. Given that sin S is equal to 2/3, evaluate, leaving your answer in short form and without using tables or calculator, tan S minus cos S. To get tan S and cos S, adjacent is needed. But from sine, we have opposite over hypotenuse. To get adjacent, you need to draw a right angle triangle using the information about sine. So this is the acute angle, 2 is the opposite, and 3 is hypotenuse. By Pythagoras rule, square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of squares on the other two sides. So you have this result. 3 squared is 9. If you transfer 2 squared, it becomes -4 equal to adjacent squared. So the square of adjacent is equal to 5. To get adjacent, you take the root of both sides, so you have root 5 as the adjacent. Now tan s is opposite over adjacent. You have 2 over root 5. Cos s is adjacent over hypotenuse. That is root 3, root 5 over 3. Now you can now evaluate tan s minus cos s. This is tan s minus cos s. You have fractions subtraction. You find the LCM of root 5 and 3, that is 3 root 5. If you divide 3 root 5 by root 5, you have 3. 3 times 2 is 6. You divide 3 root 5 by 3, you have root 5. Multiplied by root 5, you have 5. When you subtract, you have 1 over 3 root 5. Next is to rationalize the denominator. This is a simple sort. So you take root 5 to multiply numerator and denominator in this form. When you multiply, 1 times root 5 is root 5. Then you have 3 there. The 3 is here. Root 5 times root 5 is 5. And you have root 5 over 15. Actually, root 5 times root 5 is root 25. And the root of 25 is 5. Question 2. Sonny is twice as old as Wale. 4 years ago, he was 4 times as old as Wale. When will the sum of their ages be 66? So you need to get their respective ages before the sum. From the question, it is better we start by looking at Wale's age, because Sonny is twice as old as Wale. So let Wale's age be S and Sonny's age becomes 2S. 4 years ago, that is time past. You have to subtract 4 from their respective ages. So for Wale, you have S minus 4, and for Sonny, you have 2S minus 4. From the question, 4 years ago, Sonny was 4 times as old as Wale. That means Sonny's age 4 years ago, 2S minus 4, is equal to 4 times Wale's age 4 years ago, S minus 4. If you open the bracket in the right hand side, you have this result. Collect like terms. You have this, and 12 is equal to 2S. Divide through by 2, S is equal to 6. Therefore, Wale's age is 6 years, and Sonny's age twice Wale's age. It becomes 2 times 6, that is 12 years. Last part of the question, when will the sum of their ages be 66? That is into the future. In W years time, some of their ages will be 66. Because we are looking into the future, you have to add W to their respective ages. So for Wale's age in W years time becomes 6 plus W, and Sonny's age in W years time becomes 12 plus W. If you add their two ages in W years time, the sum is equal to 66. So you have 18 plus 2W equal to 66. Collect like terms, 2W is equal to 66 minus 18. 2W is equal to 48. Divide through by 2. W is equal to 24 years. Therefore, in 24 years' time, the sum of their ages would be 66. Pittacus Simplified Maths. If you are watching and view from YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, like and share PSM videos. If you are watching and view from Facebook, follow and like the page for more updates. Also share PSM videos. Question 3a. In the diagram, TU is a tangent to the circle. Angle arrow VS is equal to 100 degrees and angle URS equal to 36 degrees. Calculate the value of angle STU. That is this angle. Now, in triangle UST, if you are able to get this angle and get this angle, it becomes very easy to get this angle. Arrow VUS is a cyclic quadrilateral. This angle is exterior and is equal to this interior opposite angle. So angle UST is equal to 100 degrees. Exterior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral is equal to the opposite interior angle. Then secondly, this angle SUT is equal to this angle 36 degrees. Angles in alternate segments. In triangle UST, the sum of the three angles is equal to 180 degrees. So you have 36 degrees plus 100 degrees plus angle STU equal to 180 degrees. That gives 136 degrees plus angle STU equal to 180 degrees. If you make angle STU the subject, you have 180 degrees minus 136 degrees, and that is 44 degrees. Alternatively, if you didn't see it this way, you can also follow this approach. Angle SUT remains 36 degrees, or that is angles in alternate segment. Now you can get this angle first. This angle and 100 degrees, their sum is 180 degrees. That is interior opposite angles are supplementary. Alright, so you have 100 degrees plus angle arrow SU equal to 180 degrees. So angle arrow SU is 180 degrees minus 100 degrees equal to 80 degrees. Now you have it that angle arrow SU, that is this angle now, is equal to angle SUT plus angle STU, that is this and this. exterior angle is equal to sum of the two opposite interior angles. So you have 80 degrees equal to 36 degrees plus angle STU. If you transfer 36 degrees to the left hand side, you have 80 degrees minus 36 degrees equal to angle STU, and angle STU is equal to 44 degrees. Whichever way you choose to take, you get the same result. Question 3b. In triangle SYZ, SY is 5 cm, YZ is 8 cm, SZ is 6 cm. P is a point on the side SY such that SP is equal to 2 cm and the line through P parallel to YZ meets SZ at Q. Calculate QZ. The diagram represents the information. So you are looking for this side QZ. We have two triangles here. Triangle SPQ, that is the upper one, and triangle SYZ. And both triangles are similar. So by similar properties of triangle, this 2 over the whole of this length 5 is equal to this side, that is S 6 minus S over the whole of this length. So you have 2 over 5 equal to 6 minus S over 6. If you cross multiply, you have this result. If you expand the right hand side, you have 12 equal to 30 minus 5S. If you transfer minus 5S to the left, it becomes positive. You transfer 12 to the right, it becomes negative. If you subtract, you have 5S equal to 18. Divide both sides by 5. S is equal to 18 over 5, and that is 3.6. Now S is QZ. That is QZ is equal to 3.6 centimeters. Question 4a. A box contains 40 identical discs which are either red or white. If the probability of picking a red disc is 1 over 4, calculate the number of Roman figure 1 white disc, Roman figure 2 red disc that should be added such that the probability of picking a red disc will be 1 over 3. Solution. Total discs are 40. Number of red discs unknown. Number of white discs, they are unknown as well. Now, from the question, you are not asked to find the number of red discs, but in order to get white disc with the given information, you must get the number of red disc, because the probability of red disc is given. So probability of red disc is equal to number of red disc over total disc in the box. That is 1 over 4 equal to number of red disc over 40. If you cross multiply and divide both sides by 4, you have number of red disc equal to 40 times 1 divided by 4, and that is 10. Therefore, number of white disc become number of disc in the bus total number minus number of red disc 10. That is 40 minus 10, you have 30. Roman figure 2, to get probability of 1 over 3, let the number of red disc to be added be S. So you add S to the number of red disc and you add S to the total number as well. Probability of red disc is equal to this. So you have 1 over 3. Red disc are 10 plus S over total disc 40 plus S. If you cross multiply, you have this result. If you expand the right hand side, you have this result. If you collect like terms, you have this result. When you subtract, you have 10 equal to 2S. Divide both sides by 2, S is equal to 5. Therefore, adding 5 red discs, the probability of picking a red disc is 1 over 3. Question 4b. A salesman bought some plates at 50 naira each. That is, the cost of one is 50 naira. If he sold all of them for 600 naira and made a profit of 20% on the transaction, how many plates did he buy? Solution: let the number of plates bought be P. From the question, cost price of a plate is 50 naira. Now, cost price of P plates becomes 50 naira times P. That is 50 P naira. Selling price of all the plates from the question is 600. He made a profit of 20%, so we use the profit percent formula, which is this. So 20% implies 20 over 100. That has removed this. Selling price is 600 minus cost price 50p over 50p. If you reduce this, you have 1 over 5 equal to right hand side, cross multiply, you have this result. If you expand the right hand side, you have this result. Collect like terms, you have this result. When you add, you have 300p equal to 3000. Divide through by 300, p is equal to 10 plates. So the number of plates bought by the salesman are 10. Pythagoras simplified maths. If you are watching and viewing from YouTube, don't forget to subscribe for more updates, like and share PSM videos. If you are watching and viewing from Facebook, follow and like the page for more updates. Also share PSM videos. Question 5. In the diagram, O is the center of the circle and SY is a chord. If the radius is 5 cm and SY, the length of the chord, is 6 cm, calculate correct to 2 decimal places the A part of the question, angle which SY subtends at the center of the circle, O. B, area of the shaded portion. Solution: the given diagram is adjusted to this form by marking out the 2 radii. The length of chord is 6. So the distance from the center to this point divides the length of chord into 2 equal parts, 3 cm respectively. So let's try and get the angle. We can do that in two ways. By considering the whole of the triangle SOY, and the angle is SOY as well, or you get half of it and multiply it by 2. SY is a chord with length 6 cm. The angle subtended by SY is angle SOY, which can be obtained using length of chord formula. Length of chord is 6 equal to 2 times 5. 5 is the radius times sine theta over 2. If you make sine theta over 2 the subject, you have to divide 6 by 10, because 2 times 5 is 10. So you have 0.6. To get theta over 2 first, you check the inverse of sine of 0.6, and that is 36.87 degrees. And theta is equal to 2 times 36.87 degrees, and that is 73.74 degrees to 2 decimal places. So the first approach is using the length of chord formula, and you get the angle at once. Alternatively, the angle SOY, half of it is theta. If you look at it from this way, from the first approach, the whole of the angle is theta. Now we are taking half of it because we want to apply trigonometric ratio. So this is hypotenuse, you have adjacent, and here, okay, this is opposite. The side face the angle is 3 is opposite, then this is adjacent. So by sine theta is equal to 3 over 5, and that is 0.6. Theta becomes the inverse of sine of 0.6, and that is 36.87 degrees. Remember, theta is half of the angle. The whole angle is 2 times theta in this form, and you also have 73.74 degrees. B part of the question, you are asked to find the area of the shaded portion. The portion shaded is a segment. Area of segment is equal to area of sector minus area of triangle. So you fix in all the given parameter. This is the angle, this is radius, you have the 2 radii here, and this is the angle. If you simplify this first part, you get this result. That is, multiply this by 25. That is 5 square. 360 times 7 will give you this. You check the sign of this, multiply it by 25, you get this result over 2. If you divide each term, you have this result. And when you subtract, you have 4.0939875 to 2 decimal places. You have 4.09 square centimeters as the area of the shaded portion. To end this paper, there is every need for you to be saved. If you are not to be saved, you need to give your life to the Lord Jesus Christ and confess Him as your Lord and personal Savior every day of your life. If you are saved already, congratulations. Live righteously and be prepared, because on the last day, some will be taken and some will be left. Take good care of yourself. Stay out of trouble. Study your books. Do the needful at all times. Flee every appearance of evil. Don't defraud others to make money. Use your hands and your brain to work genuinely and legally, and the Lord will bless you. Goodbye and stay tuned.